Good evening, everyone. It's Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey again. Here we are on April 6th. It's time to open up the UHF VHF upper sideband check-in net. We're waiting for 8 p.m. to roll around. So let's give it a quick standby and see what happens from here. Okay, good evening and welcome. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. It's time to kick off the Sunday night UHF VHF net on sideband. We're going to have to come up with a more ear-tickling name for this. Used to be the Sunday night 70 centimeter sideband that kind of rolled off the tongue like that. But now we've been playing with 2 meters as well, and it's working fairly well for us. Anyways, I can see that we have a couple of people watching us on YouTube. If you want to follow along with us, for those of you that don't have sideband capability for UHF and VHF, just look for my call sign, Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, and scroll down to that red tab that says Live. That's where you'll find us. I'll take a quick standby and find out if there's any time-sensitive mobile stations or any priority traffic. Well, nothing heard there. We'll take any check-ins, any call sign, anywhere, any person that has a valid amateur license. Feel free to check in with us now.
VA3 Whiskey Papa call. VA3AJF. VA3 VA3BT.
All right. I think that's 5 so far. We'll start with number 1 with a bullet, VE3GNP. Good evening, Garnett. Good signal.
Good evening, Maggie, both on that. Am I on frequency or off frequency? There's a defect with the transmitter. I never had to check that.
Just a tad off frequency, a little bit low. This radio was calibrated to yours when you had the that special chip that was governing your frequency. So just a little bit low, but perhaps once your radio warms up, all the circuitry will come up a little bit. Probably like what would that be? 0.06 megahertz, perhaps somewhere in that region.
Okay, interesting. I was wondering. I still got the Barnard cap. It's number 97 on it.
All right, very good. And whatever you did also brought your signal up to solid S9. Very good. So this is the Flex radio, and the 9700 is running with the GPS trip.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, too many radios in so little time. How do you manage to keep them all straight?
Oh, it's hard.
Okay, very good. Certainly appreciate hearing from you, and obviously we'll expect to hear from you throughout the week. It's nice to have a quick chat with you in the morning as I'm driving up to the work location there in Guelph.
Yep, not a problem, Mag. I'm up in noise.
Very good, sir. Sticking around for a little while because we're going to move over to 2 meters and play with that too.
Yeah, I don't have the 2-meter transmitter hooked up yet. So I can't go to 2 meters on the effects.
Okie dokie. All right, something to work towards. Not only a flooring project, but also a radio project. Get on the air on 2 meters on sideband. Okay, Garnett, certainly appreciate your check-in. And I'm not writing anything down, and I forget who was next.
WPG, just dropping in a quick one here. Not much else other than the battery, so just dropping in a quick one, and I'll see you on 2 meters. Here I am, here I was, but now I'm gone.
Okay, that was WPG. Thanks for sparking my memory. Thank you very much for coming in and saying hello. Your signal is slightly better than S5, perhaps an S6 at your audio peaks, and we'll catch you on 2 meters as well. Okay, very good. Let's bring in VE3AJF, your number 3 with a bullet.
Good evening, Mac. No, that's VHF. North York here, Patterson Wilson area. Yeah, good copy on you today, Mac. S4. Garnett was giving me about an S3 or so. And who was the last person? Barely think about it, forgot. Anyway, yeah, no traffic at this time. And we'll switch to the VHF side a little later, VCHF.
Okay, very good. Most of that was an S2, peaking S3 at some significant audio peaks. All right, very good. Thanks for following along with us tonight, and we'll certainly look forward to seeing you on 2 meters. Not sure I'm going to make the 70 centimeter simplex net at 9 o'clock. But for everybody else, if you're so inclined, the Toronto guys, they do run a 2 meter or a 70 centimeter simplex net on 446.025 at 9 o'clock. Feel free to pop over there and say hello. All right. I know I've got VA3CJZ. I'm going to take a chance that he was next on the list.
VA3CJZ. Actually, I hadn't checked in yet, but I think Wade was in there next, unless you picked him up. But I'll give you a quick rundown here who I have for radio signals. Garnett doing a fabulous job at 30 over. Mac, you're an S9. Albert, also an S9. WPG was S9 to S15 over. AJF, very readable, no signal. And Wade, I think, is also very readable, no signal. So I'll send it back to you, Mac.
Thank you very much, Charles. And I think you're absolutely correct. I skipped Wade, and thanks for correcting me. All right, we'll see you on the 2 meter side. Wade, sorry for skipping over you. VA3 NCA, VA3IMW, go ahead.
VA3IMW, VA3NCA, yeah, no worries. Mac and all, I knew I'd get in there eventually at some point, so it's all good things. I have even about your usual S6 or so tonight to my station. I could hear Chuck in there. And, actually, I don't usually get a signal on him. Hear him clearly, but I don't usually see him on my meter. But this time, every now and again on his peaks, it would just make my needle jump a little bit. So must be pretty good talk between us. No copy on Amnon on 70 centimeters as per usual. So I think that's the list for me for now. I'll be listening along, and I'll follow you down to 2 meters when you're ready. Back to net control, VHF.
Okay, Wade, very good. As you can see clearly on the meter, S5 is your report for tonight, and very good signal. Audio, superb. And let's bring in Albert, VA3BT.
Good evening there, Mac, and everybody on frequency. I'll go through a quick list here. So yourself, Mac, I got you at 30. Now, this isn't with the preamp on, so just a regular radio here. Yourself, list. I know he's in there. I just couldn't pick him out. Chuck at 9 and Wade at S2. That's pretty much what I got for the list there. We'll hand it back over to you, VA3BT.
Still waiting for the repeater to drop. It's not there. Okay. Yeah, 30 over is both ways, and certainly appreciate your signal reports for all the other stations. And it's strange that you don't have a copy on MNON. He's very readable here. And I think I see that Charles also indicated that he was very readable, although no signal on the meter. All righty. Let's see if we've got anybody else out there looking to check into the 70 centimeter side of our tonight's net on sideband. I'll stand by and listen. Nothing heard here. I kind of expected to hear something from Mike, VE3UET, but apparently he's busy doing something else. And have yet to hear from VE3CEU, Thomas, over on the north side of the lake.
I don't think you can do sideband.
I think he's done it before. I'm not sure which radio he's running, but I was positive. Anyways, if there's nobody else for 70 centimeters, I guess we can start to get ready to migrate to 2 meters. Any last minute check-ins for 70 centimeters? All right, on YouTube, we got VA3NFL giving us 73s. He's got the dinner bell ringing, so the good woman is still feeding him, so we'll be able to catch him down the log. He doesn't have to eat his own cooking and kill himself. All right, let's then QSY over to 146.400. Hopefully that frequency is not in use, and we'll be very careful to tiptoe in there, make sure that we're not stepping on anybody. Thank you all for your check-ins on 70 centimeters. I'll meet you on 2 meters. We will QSY. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Okay, nothing heard. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, and we're briefly intruding on the FM portion of the band. However, it's an experiment that goes on week by week. The Sunday night UHF VHF net on sideband, and we're standing by for check-ins. Be kind to me. Let's give them to me one at a time so we can not get me all confused and mixed up. VA3NCA, number 1 with the bullet. Wow, that's quite a significant change. That antenna you got up there is really happy on this band. 15 over S9, perhaps better.
VA3IMW VA3IMW VA3MCA. I think I heard you call me back, but there was a pile up there right after me. There was a bit of a delay there before the rest of the pack came in. So I don't know if I jumped the starter gun or not, but I'll take my first position here. You are also way up there over S9. I'll check the meter actually on your return. Back to you.
Yeah, no, Wade, you're right on line. I heard you and I called you back. If anybody else had doubled with me, I didn't hear them. But yes, 15 over S9, and hopefully I'm at least that or better.
Yeah, QSL, 15 over, 20 over. It's up in that ballpark. Nice strong connection on 2 meters between our stations. That's for sure. Yeah, this antenna really likes this place in the band a little bit more. No indication on the SWR at all. So it's happy here.
Absolutely. Do you find that dipole that you got up in the rafters has any SWR issues on 70 centimeters?
No, it actually is okay, but it's a little higher, maybe 1 or 2 tick marks. It's well under 1.5, but it's higher than it is on 2 meters. I think that, and also the fact that I guess 2 meters is a little bit better for propagation, I'm assuming. I think that's what's giving the significant differences here. Other than that, though, I have an S9 noise floor here. So something's noisy on 2 meters for me, but you and I are both getting up over top of that noise. So, good and bad.
All right, QSL. Of course, SWR and line loss also is more significant on 70 centimeters. So the amount of power that's actually radiating is significantly more reduced as you get further up in the band. Anyways, thanks for being number 1 in line. We'll take a quick standby and see who's next.
VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf.
VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf. You're number 2, and very good signal. I'm thinking you're 20 over.
I did try and get in right after Wade there. I was on the X30, but I flipped over to the Beam, and just dropping another check-in, Sunday beer, Sunday chores, so going to be listening along, but get back to what I'm doing around the apartment. So everybody have a good evening, and I'll be listening along.
Okay, yeah, confirming 20 over S9, great signal. And what's up with the repair to the motorcycle? I heard you say something about a compression leak, and you weren't going to put a lot of money back into it, but you're still able to run it?
I'm back on the X30 now. Still haven't done anything about that. It's running all right still, so starting to look at new ones. We're kind of not supposed to be working on vehicles under the garage, so blah, blah, blah. And it's just I don't really have a place to take it apart. And even if I did take it apart, I still need to have a vehicle. So I'm just going to start looking for a new one and ride this till it dies.
All right, very good. And switching over to this antenna brings you to 15 over. So very good. Either one would do just as well. Obviously, with the Beam more directional, the X50 omnidirectional, and everybody's going to hear you all the time. Thanks again, Chris. Certainly appreciate the check-in. Thanks for following us down to 2 meters. Who's next on the list? VA3IMW, stand by. VA3BT. You're crushing it.
I hate to say it, but I turned my compression on. I probably shouldn't have.
Well, at this close distance, it wouldn't matter. You could probably disconnect the antenna and you'd still be 40 over.
There you go. Well, I got you here at 40. Who else did I have there? Wade was at 10. And then Chris there, he started off with 15 on the Beam, I guess he was on. And then when he switched to the X30, he went down to 10. But nice and loud. Other than that, we'll let you pick up some more there. VA3VT.
All righty. Let's not keep our friend from Toronto waiting. VE3AGF, are you with us?
Roger. Mac, I'm here. Good signals all around, actually. I got you with same conditions as preamp is on, and I got you with an S9 here. Albert came up from the UHF side to look. He was fairly readable. He came up to an S6 and S7. And Chris was hitting me here with about an S5. Back to you, Mac.
All righty. Well, just in case you're following on YouTube, you can probably see your signal is displaying very clearly at a peak of an S9. Great signal for 2 meters. And certainly appreciate you following us along. And if you have no other traffic, we'll see who else has followed us down here.
No other traffic. No, I'm not looking at YouTube today. Maybe next week. Back to you, Mac.
Okay, thanks a lot, Amnon. And like I said, I'm probably not going to be on the radio for the 9 o'clock net. So wish everybody my sincerest greetings when you check in there. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Stand by for any further check-ins for 2 meters.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. 20 over S9. Nice job, Chuck.
Yeah, very good there, Mac. Yeah, I see that. I'm giving you full strength here on 2 meters, and you're doing pretty good yourself. Peaking at S30 over S9. Same with Albert. Let's see now. NCA was 10 over to 15 over S9 to my location. AJF was in my noise floor. He actually was less readable than he was on 70 centimeters. So that's quite odd. And WPG was S15 on his beam and 10 over on the Omni. So there you go. Great job, Mac. And thanks for doing this net. And as well as streaming on the YouTube there. All right, I'll send it back to you.
Okay. Yes, we do know that 2 meters tends to be noisier. Just wondering what your noise floor actually is tonight.
Well, there is no reading on the S meter. There's just, I don't know, when I turn the squelch off on 70 centimeters, I really don't hear much at all. But on the 2 meter side, yeah, I can hear that white noise. And so that's where AJF's audio ends up at. So yeah, it's about the only station with a poor copy on 2 meters.
Okie dokie. So your Yaesu radio, I'm assuming it has a similar squelch RF gain control to other radios, and you run it somewhere around the 12 o'clock position?
Actually, that's a function inside the multi-function layer of the Yaesu radio, and you can either set it to be able to use as a gain type situation, or just straight squelch on and off.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. That's menu item 1509.
Yeah, that's it. I occasionally play with that to bring the S meter down a little bit, less noise, I guess. But for the most part, I just use it as a traditional squelch.
All right. Yeah, Yaesu menus. Oh, I gotta say, I love the FT891, but if it gets any more complicated than that, I'm gonna tap out. Thanks much, Chuck. Certainly appreciate it. Who's next on the list? VA3IMW. I think we may have farmed out the whole list. VA3 NFL's gone for dinner, and we've heard from pretty much everybody. All right, good experiment on an ongoing basis. So thank you for checking in with us tonight, and let's see how things go next week. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. If you guys can figure out what we should call this net, feel free to let me know, because the Sunday night UHF VHF sideband net doesn't have a real catchy ring to it. So I'll look forward to your input next Sunday night. 7-3's one and all. Thank you all for checking in. VA3IMW, turn this frequency and everything else back to normal amateur use.
Good job, Mac. Have a great night.
Thank you very much. I'll be here all week.
On that VE3HF.
Thank you much. 7-3's. Bringing the net to a close. Saying 7-3's. That's how we say goodnight.